Cheney, it's recording now, son, and the first part of the video is going to be you screaming.
I was looking at my car laughing.
Alright, so we have talked about exponential functions with our zombies and our string cutting. And what two type of exponential functions do we have? One starts with a G, one starts with a D. Decay, take a point. What's the other one?
Both start with a D?
No. Growth. Take a point.
Growth. 2 points.
Alright, so what does it mean by exponential function? What does that mean? What does that look like? You're whispering at me. You know I can't hear. You don't really. Alright, so is this an example of an exponential function? Maybe I'm not done writing. What kind of function is that? What kind? Look at you go. Take a point, my child. Is this an exponential function? The 2 and the x need to swap. Take a point, Carly. So that is an exponential function. Because it has what as an exponent? X as the exponent. No one ever knows what you say. Ever. He doesn't know.
Yes, I do. I mean, yes, you do.
Oh, he's talking back.
He is. I feel like that's a -1.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so the definition is an exponential function is a function with x as an exponent. Carly, right. Do you need to look at Hannah's paper? Or are you going to be okay to look up there today? Are you sure? Okay, because she'll let you. She's nice. Alright, so characteristics. It looks like these. We have f at x equals a times b to the x. So, you remember when we were cutting string and we had a space that asked for our starting value? And one of them was 1 and one of them was 16? Those of us that were here when we cut the string. Alright, so this is your starting value. So if this starts at 1, what is A? Is anybody alive? Oh my gosh. When else have we cut string? So you think I'm going back to the beginning of the year?
To the literal first day of school. Remember you said everything relates? Remember that? Oh, remember that? Remember that? Remember that? Remember that?
You want a -1? Alright, so this is our starting value. So if we start at 1, what's A?
1.
1. If we start at 4, what's our starting value?
4.
If we start at 75, what's our starting value? If we start at Oreos, what's our starting value? All right. I know, they're still on. It's crazy. All right, so now B is our base. And if it is greater than 1, it's a growth. Now, B always has to be greater than 0. And it cannot ever equal 1 because 1 to any exponent is 1. So if it's greater than 1, it's a growth. So if B was 2, would that be a growth? 3, 4, 1/2. Why? 1/2 is not greater than 1. Fantastic. So if we want to decay, B has to be greater than 0 but less than 1. So if it's greater than 0 but less than 1, it's a decay. So what about 1/2? What about 3/4? What about 0.75? What about 5/2?
No. Because then that
5/2 would be a growth. No, 5/2. 5 divided by 2. 2.5. Dang. Alright, so now, an example. Who think, oh my sweet potatoes.
5 over 2.
It's not over anything, Cal. 5/2, which is 2 1/2.
Oh, okay.
Why are you gonna doubt me?
That's not okay.
That's not the point.
What you mean why am I going down you?
He is.
No, I'm not. I'm just.
Alright, so what would be an example of an exponential function? G of x equals what? Give me any example.
So it's 3 to the x. That's a
Alright, is that a growth or a decay?
growth.
Alright, take a point, Cheney. Who can raise their hand and not scream at me and give me an example of a decay? Saxon. Let's use h at x. Equals.
Oh, 0? No. Hold on. B.
Alright, Carly. So 1/2 to the x. Take a point. Fantastic. Alright, so now we're going to draw a graph. So is the graph of an exponential function, is that a straight line or does it curve? Does it make a U or does it make like kind of a J?
A J.
Kind of a funky J, right? Does it ever touch the x-axis? No, do not cross the x-axis. So that is the graph of an exponential function. Does everybody remember that from last week?
What day is it?
Today is Wednesday. That means that not all of us go to church. Yeah, does anybody else want to buy a shirt? Or we're selling them until Friday, so bring me $10. Got to get bonus points.
When are they? The day before Earth Day?
I don't know. I think next week, maybe the week after. I need to ask that question. All right, what would a non-example equation be? You've already answered.
Can I answer again?
All right, Saxon, try this one, son.
Okay. 1.5 x. Like up x.
Can you not have negatives? Can I answer?
Try.
X to the 4th power.
All right, that is not an exponential function. Take a point.
Oh, I get it.
All right, who can give me e to the x? Who can give me another one? All right, Manny. X cubed. All right, take a point. Who can give me a linear equation?
Can I give you the graph?
Patrick, are you raising your hand or are you about to punch me in the face?
Yes.
Okay.
If he says yes to like the questions, I have two different options. That's like saying you want pancakes
Give me
or
the
waffles.
linear equation.
Alright.
Yes.
2x plus 3.
Look at you go. Take a point. And he said it with confidence. All right, so now we're going to draw a graph that is a non-example.
That's what I want to do.
That's what you want to do?
Oh,
Is he gonna stop trying to go low?
what is wrong with you?
Her legs asleep.
And it was going up.
Stand up.
Oh. It's okay.
This weirdo over here.
It hurts. Have you ever been in the car and you're riding for a long time and it falls asleep? That is
No.
the worst thing ever. Oh, that hurts. It hurts. It still hurts.
Who hit their funny bone one day and then Carly tried to force herself to hit her funny bone?
I think it was Shani, but I don't feel it still. You gonna do it?
Her whole arm's gonna fall off.
I don't feel it.
Alright, turn it over. 47B.
It's like right here.
47.
Thank
Come
you,
hit it.
anatomy professor.
Come hit it.
Oh, you gotta like hit it. One time I was trying to pop my bag, and I was outside by my
Just
mailbox.
run into the wall.
And I did this, and I hit my mailbox, and I showed my arm like it's hard. 2 minutes.
Yeah, just like a tingling. That wasn't it.
Hit the wall like as hard as you
Yeah,
can.
like
It's
zero vision.
I don't want to shatter it.
not gonna shit.
Stop.
It doesn't hurt.
Shatter.
Because you're not,
It's not
baby, it's not, you're not hitting your funny bone, you're just hitting your elbow. Stop.
Funny bone.
Funny goes like right this
Right here?
is this thing right here, and this.
Hit it.
It's this. It's this part where the meat is. And when you hit it, it hurts. You feel that? It don't feel good, does it?
Oh my god.
It kind of tickled.
Wait till you hit that part.
It kind of tickled. Hey.
Alright, so what is our goal today? What are we trying to learn? What about
table
them?
and a graph for
Table
an
and
extra?
graph.
Alright, do you think that's level 1, 2, 3, 4?
I think that's a point.
That's 2.
Okay,
That's a point.
We don't get points for that. Calm down, children.
Hey.
I know, life is so tough. Stop. What? Sound like a new teacher?
I create a table.
I still feel your fingers.
Christian told me that he likes this voice better than my regular one because it doesn't sound as mean.
Yeah, it sounds kind of soft. Like you went soft. Your heart.
Oh,
He never will.
Stop shaking!
Oh. He just be like, I seen him to the
Alright, so we're going to create a table and then we're going to graph it. This is our first function. So, each time you make a table, I want you to use the same 5 x values. -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. Now, are we going to plug those in for x or are we going to plug those in for y? For x. Because they're easy to remember. Is there something wrong with you? Like, just mentally wrong with you? Alright, so now we're going to plug in -2. So everybody write f at -2 equals 3 to the -2. Now, can we have negative exponents?
No, Manny.
What do you do with negative exponents? Flip it.
Manny, that's a J.
So that becomes 1 divided by 3 squared. What is 3 squared?
Alright.
Alright, we're in pretty pace, so let's say it a little faster. What's 3 squared?
Hey, I said it faster, so I get a point.
And we're still not really saying it. We're just kind of
Nine.
Alright, so it's 1 9.
Nine.
I'm so glad they're not coming to observe me today.
Nine.
Alright, so now we're going to plug in -1. Can we have negative exponents? What do we do? So it's 1 divided by 3, which is 1/3.
I think the next one is 1.
Why is the next one 1, Saxon?
Because nothing ever equals 0. Anything that has to the 0 power is 1.
Okay. Alright, and what's 3 to the first power?
3.
And what's 3 squared?
9.
Yes, it is easy. Now you graph it.
Okay. Oh, it's not that hard.
No. It's not.
The little boy I babysit says that. One time I told him that snitches get stitches and
Carly.
Snitches get stitches. That's stupid.
It is. It drives me insane. You know why? Because saying that it's bad for reporting something that's terrible happening is why we have bad things happen and good people do nothing. And now I'm going to stop. And now we're going to do this. It makes me violent and we got to stop. Carly, if you say anything else off topic, I'm taking off a point.
I'm not doing it though.
That's not what I said to you, is it? Get it together.
It is kind of true because, like, if you see somebody, like, in jail, and they tell other people you're going to die.
Again, if anybody gets us off topic again, we're taking off points. We got to go. Alright, -2 to 1, and the 1, potatoes. Our x value is -2, our y value is 1 9. So you go left 2, go up a baby bit, put a dot. That's how you plot 1 9. You just go up a little bit. -1 and 1/3. You go left 1, up a baby bit more. 0 1 is right here. 1 3 is normal, and 2 9 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Now, is this going to make a straight line? Is it ever going to touch the x-axis? So don't touch the x-axis. Don't make a straight line. Curve it.
So it doesn't never touch the X.
Not unless it's like 3 to the x minus 1, and then that moves it down and it'll touch the x-axis. But just a normal function does not. Because no matter how far negative you get, it's still going to be a fraction. It's not ever going to get to 0. Do you want to do one more together? Can you try one without me? Ma'am? One more with me? Alright. So, we are going to do f at x equals 4 to the x power. We are going to create our table. Every time y'all ask for a point, I'm going to take points off. Alright, so we have -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. Use those every time. That way you don't have to think about what you're plugging in. Wait. My child. I know. Wait. Alright, so now we're going to plug in f at -2, which is 4 to the -2. Can we have a negative exponent? What do we do? So it becomes 1 divided by 4 squared. What is 4 squared? So it's 1/16. Look at us go. Yes, that'd be easy.
Put 1 over
It's not over anything, Cal.
1.
Divided by? Alright, so then you do f at -1. 4 to the -1. Can you have a negative exponent? What do? So it's 1/4. Then you'll have 4 to the 0. Why? Anything to the 0 power is 1. Then you're going to have 4 to the first. And what's that?
4.
And 4 squared. And then graph it. If you don't have enough room for 16, don't graph 16. Just plot the others. Don't do it. Alright, so negative 2 and 1/16. You go left 2, up a baby bit. Negative 1 and 1/4, up a baby bit more. 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. And 2, 16, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Alright, so both of these have been what kind of exponential function?
Non-linear.
No, bro.
A growth. Thank you. Take a point.
Can we go over 5?
You can go over 5 today.
Get it.
Also, the chart with our house points is up so you can see who's in the lead. I've updated it with last week's points. It's on the bottom left-hand corner. It says third period house points.
Oh, it's real.
Oh, yeah, we are.
Oh, we're slipping by 4.
Hey.
Wow. Look on that. We're only by 1.
Some of us don't know how to. So we need to do better through this week so that we can win.
No, hold on. How's the fuck in the lead? Yeah. Oh, that's fourth period. That's a negative. I think that's fourth period the whole time.
Alright, so we've done 2 growths. Now we're going to do a decay. Is everybody ready?
Oh, man.
47C is what I'm on, unless you have room, and then you don't have to go to a new piece of paper if you have room. $75,453.3.
Minus a point. She is not happy.
Remember you said, if you said that anyone here get,
What?
160 no? I thought Taylor said so. Never mind, I'm sorry.
You're going to start what? Being quiet? We can only hope.
That's impossible.
I know. I know.
Huh?
Please give her some graph paper. She has said it 7 times.
I was talking to you, so I wasn't able to hear you.
I will take those glasses off and beat you with them.
Why? I'll be blind.
Push them up.
No! No!
Alright, now this is a decay because our base is less than 1 but greater than 0. So we are going to use the same chart of negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, and 2. Morgan, do you need some graph paper? Beat Cheney up and get some graph paper from him. Cheney, give that man some graph paper.
Hey, here you go.
Thank you, Saxon. Look at you. Take a point, Saxon. You're being a good human. He's mad now. He's being a baby.
Yeah, I'm being a baby. Big baby.
Who you yelling at like that?
I don't know yet, but I'll find out.
You're my favorite human.
Oh, minus a point in that 5.
Breathe.
Alright, so we have 1/3 to the negative 2. Can we have negative exponents? So what do? You flip it, and it's going to become 3 squared. What is 3 squared? All you do, it's magic. Sometimes you just need to dance, Dalen. Don't judge me. Alright, so then we're going to have f at negative 1. Can we have negative exponents? What do? So that's going to become 3. It is reversed. Look at you. Take a point. Alright, what is 1/3 to the 0 power? Take a point. What's 1/3 to the first power? And 1/3 squared? Look at y'all go. And now graph it. Cheney, are you like this in every other class?
No, it's so funny.
Is he like this in all his classes, so it's just in here?
Maybe like one of them. No, he's not like this in science, but that could be.
You see him in Gandy. He get so mad they gave
They be cheap.
Is the graph also a decay? So we did it right. Look at us go. You guys want to do one more? Y'all ready for homework?
I'm ready for homework.
Homework? Alright, you're going to have 3 problems. So, our learning target or our goal today was to be able to create a table and graph each exponential function. Can you do that? Can you do it on a scale of 1 to 5? What do you think? How about we hold up our fingers? Who thinks they're a 5? Who thinks they're a 4? Who thinks they're a 3? Who thinks they're a 2? Who thinks they're a 1? So we're at least 3 and above. Awesome. For those of us who are at 3s, do you think you can get it with more practice? For those of us at 4s, do you think you can get to 5 with more practice? For those of us at 5s, keep doing what you're doing. Alright, that's it for tonight. When do we ever have more than 3?